Hi, I'm here to demonstrate for you today how easy it is to apply your modern window film from Odhams Press. Now, I have never done this before, so I'm being used as an example to show you how easy it actually is. So, like me, you have received your instructions, so please read those first before doing anything, and make sure you have your full list of supplies to hand. Now, what you should be doing first is cleaning the window, but I'm very lucky, someone's already cleaned mine for me. So what we would advise you to do is measure first. So if, like me, you work in inches, or if you work in centimetres, measure your window length and width, and I would say add about an inch measurement to the entire size so that you're overlapping slightly and you've got some of the window film to work with. So you take your clean window and your squeezy bottle and you liberally spray it with water. Now, what we've done in here is put a little bit of soap detergent, just a little bit, because it helps with the adhesive process. So once that is done, you take your film, and the easiest way to separate that from the backing paper is to take two pieces of tape, stick them opposing each other, and use that tape to pull the film apart. Now, if that doesn't work for you first time, what you should be doing is just take that tape off and put it on an opposite corner and put it apart there. What we are using today is the willow decal, which is actually one of the most popular from Odhams Press. So we can disregard that section there and take off this bit of tape that you don't need. If I can't get the tape off, that's always a good start. And as I said, it's measured up ever so slightly over the space you're going to be using. So just make sure you've got that overlay on all four sides. So you will automatically feel that starting to stick to the window. So you take a card, any card or a card that we will supply for you, and you just work out the air bubbles. So you push that out to the sides and to the corners. Now, if you are doing a window this size, a card or credit card or Blockbuster video card is absolutely perfect. But for anything bigger, I'm told squeegee is better. It's going to be a lot easier for you at that size. So what you should see is all the air bubbles coming away. Now, what we do very carefully is take a razor knife. Now, it's very important to have a brand new blade in here, so be very, very careful with it. And you can use your card as a guide. So please don't use a credit card if it's a good one. And what we will do is just press down and pull this using the card as a guide. Now, don't be afraid of putting too much pressure down. You're not going to score the window, but you do need to make sure that you are cutting through the film. So just tape it into the edges and come down like this. Now, this will be the most time-consuming part of applying the film, and it does get easier each length you do, so don't worry. Just come along here. Again, just make sure you use the card as a lead and a guide, and please make sure you're very careful with that brand new sharp razor for your knife. This will be the last bit here. Okay, now to work out the last few air bubbles, spray again with a bit of water and go back to your card and push out those air bubbles. Now, you will get a few little drips on here, but the water's here to stop you marking the film, and any drips can be dried up, so not a problem at all. Let's just run that out. Air bubble there. Get out as many air bubbles as you can, but if you come back within 24 hours and there are some air bubbles still trapped in there, you can just use a sharp pin to pierce those and do the same process. Pop a bit of water on there and use the card to just push the air out. So we should be good. Let's give that a little bit of a dry. let's peel this. It's coming away quite easy, but if you ever get to a point where, for example, this little corner's a little bit stuck, just get back to your razor and just score along those edges, and it will just come off like so. And just peel that back. See, it's the corners that are always the problem, so make sure you push nice and hard into there. Just get those last few bits. And there you go. So what I would do, there's still a few little air bubbles in there, just work those out. Give it a nice wipe and dry. And there you have it, your willow window film.